Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're having a wonderful one out there. Thank you as always for being here and for joining me on this beautiful day that it is outside. It was cloudy, but the clouds have lifted, gone away, moved on, and now it's a sunny, bright day out there. Today we're going to listen to this piece, Marie Stanko. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that, but we're listening to this particular piece. It was suggested and sponsored by Alan. So, Alan, thank you so much for the recommendation and for the support. I really appreciate that. You said that this is a traditional Bulgarian song, folk song rather, done in the medieval style. Listen, we've been on what I would say is quite a roll recently with different styles in this lane. So I'm kind of curious to hear how this sounds. Let's go ahead and pull it up right now. This is from the Unicorn Ensemble and the Oni Wytars Ensemble as well. I have it pulled up. Let's go ahead and listen, talk about it after. Here we go. god. Oh my god. Alan, you knew that was going to happen. Should have known. I love how it picked up there. Wow. That was brilliant. That was a wonderful journey and piece of music to listen to for the duration of that 10 minutes, basically. I thought that was out of this world. The otherworldly opening with the beautiful, beautiful singing in the beginning with that drone underneath is absolutely like within my wheelhouse. And I don't listen to a ton of music like that, but I need to explore more. There's if you don't mind me doing like a bit of a sidetrack really quick, there's a track that I really enjoy. It's on my classical playlist person. It's called Hima from the Sufi Musical Ensemble. And even though it's not this type of music, it kind of is in a similar direction. And I like this, and I love this. And like I said, it's not exactly, but it just kind of reminds me and puts me in a similar place. And when I have like a playlist and I add music, this is just personally, I think of a place I want to be, not so stringent on genres and stuff like that. So even though that's my classical playlist, it's more about where I want to be listening. And this is really fantastic. So that opening is just heavenly. It is blissful. This whole section right here. I'm playing the wrong song. This whole section right here. With this soft drone underneath, her vocals are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find any lyrics. I was looking around before recording and I couldn't find anything. So I'll try again really quick, in a little bit. But I was trying to find where the lyrics were, but I just couldn't find anything in research. But whatever she's sang it in a lovely way. And then, Alan, did you know that I was going to jump when it came, when the music and the percussion and everything came in? I don't even know when it came in, but it was somewhere here. Yeah. After walking through these gorgeous pastures of music and her vocals, which just in a most mystical way draw me into a place of peace and serenity, the celebration begins, the feast begins, the party starts, and it is fun and exciting, but I had no idea that was going to happen. That was a complete surprise. It almost felt like a surprise party for whoever the celebration is for or in honor of. But when it did change into that, while it did shock me and I didn't expect anything like that, it was so fun, so lively. The instrumentation sounded great. And while I can't say exactly what instruments are being performed, because I'm just personally not quite sure, I can say that they're being performed in a wonderful way. I'm trying to pull up some information about this track. If you don't mind, give me a moment. Maybe I can figure out some of this at least. So you're at least going to have vocals by Ellen Santaniello. I'm looking at the album right now. Goblet drum and tambourine and some other percussion from Katarina Dustman as well. And then I see fiddle, I see oud, I see rebec, and vihuela, which these are instruments I'm not familiar with. I'm looking at the vihuela. It's almost like a guitar, a stringed instrument, as in a sense. And the rebec, it's a medieval and Renaissance bowed string instrument. So I'll pull it up here so you guys can see a picture of it. Right here. Let me get to you guys right here. I gotta pull you up. Hold on. There you go. So this is the rebec right here. So these are just some of the instruments that we hear performed in this particular track. And it really does make for such a celebratory fashion. I mean, it sounds wonderful, and I like the time signature that they play in. It's so exciting to listen to. And then, they quiet it right down. But they keep the drums going. And even before they come back to that motif right there, when she sings amongst it in this little pocket, I can just see the lead singer, the lady there, kind of, this is just my visual. I see her in a white dress. There's a celebration festival going on. There's flowers everywhere, people partaking and eating and drinking and people dancing, but she is the central figure of it. And she just dances around spiraling. At first, in the beginning, we start off, more atmospheric, but then bringing in the guests, the party, and it almost has a wedding feast kind of sound to it. And this solo here was so cool also, how it bounced off of her vocals. I like how there's a moment for that. I mean, this was just to me extremely impressive, and this is incredibly enjoyable to listen to. There's so much good music out there. That I think that that's incredible. If you don't mind giving me like just a little bit, I just want to see if I can possibly find lyrics to this particular piece of music. Marie Stanko lyrics. Stanko. I don't think that that's going to be it. Like I said, I didn't have any luck beforehand, unfortunately, and I doubt that I'm going to be able to find anything now. But I am giving it a shot because this is traditional music, and obviously she's singing. I would imagine like there have to be words somewhere on here, but I'm doing a search and I'm not seeing anything still. I'm genuinely trying, but I can't find a thing. I'm on their website as well for the album itself, and I'm not seeing anything, which is kind of unfortunate. You know, it would be really cool to know what they're singing about on here. But I'm on Naxos Records, where actually really funny. Okay, so this is the record label Naxos. You know what's really funny? The music that I just played from the Sufi ensemble, they're actually also on this on here. Think I can find anything here? Traditional works? Sure, except anything in... No, get that out of here. Anything? Like maybe at least on the actual website here, there'd be some lyrics, but nothing, huh? Stanko. Anything for us? No, unfortunately, nothing about this recording. Let me take you guys off my screen just in case. I never know. You never know what's going to pop up. Oh, there's nothing. Okay. No, just some information about the recording itself, which is also really, really great, but just not exactly what I'm looking for at this particular moment. That's unfortunate. I'd really be interested in knowing what they're singing about and what does Marie Stanko... Maybe we can find that out at least. At least we can try and figure out that. It's Bulgarian, right? Bulgarian to English translator. Let's put in Marie Stanko. We're trying this live. We're doing this live. It doesn't translate. I don't know. I'm sorry to disappoint in this respect. I'm unsure now. I don't know what it even means. Like, I'm thinking something Maria, but I don't know. And when I type it up, nothing comes up. Man, that's unfortunate. I really wish that I could find something. I'm out of luck. I genuinely tried, though, just really quick, just to see if I could, but no. But regardless, this was an incredibly fun listen. This was a great one. I enjoyed this a ton. Let me know what you guys thought, of course, in the comments below. Alan, really enjoyed this one. Hope that you enjoyed it as well. Enjoyed my reaction to it. Thank you for the request and the support. I'm close to adding this on my playlist. I gotta mull it over. I'm close. It's close on this one. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye.